Hey everyone, welcome back to the Investing with Al YouTube channel. Today, I'm super excited to take you on a journey, my very own dividend journey from 2021 to the present day. We're talking about going from zero to £2,800 per year in dividends. How did I do it? Stick around and I'll show you all the juicy details.
What secret? Tell me the secret.
Leonard, I'll tell you, but go ahead and press the like button first. It all started back in October 2020 when I first started investing in stocks and shares. I saw some of the gains that people were making from the stock market, and overall I was determined to make my money work for me. Let's dive into the numbers. My first dividend payment started rolling in during the beginning of 2021, and in the first quarter I earned £160.01. Most of this coming from my biggest dividend payer ever in Imperial Brands, which is IMB. But my other payments were very modest, such as AbbVie for £4.86, J&J for £5.03, and IBM for £6.73. But I will show you later how these dividends grew to sizable amounts, and most importantly the fact that I had to do nothing to earn them. I just buy, hold and wait. Now here's where things got interesting. DRIP, the Dividend Reinvestment Plan. This strategy allows you to reinvest your cash dividends to purchase more stock, accelerating your investment growth. It's like a snowball effect. The more you invest, the more you earn. Here's how it works. When you receive dividends, instead of taking the cash, you reinvest it to buy more shares of the same company. This means your next dividend payment will be slightly larger because you own more shares. Over time, this can significantly boost your portfolio's value. Here is an example of a graph over 20 years for a stock with dividends reinvested and one without. As you can see, the growth of that holding quickly starts to accelerate as you keep adding to it. By the end of it, the stock almost doubles due to the reinvestment of dividends. Now, I want to showcase a small example of this in the next slide. These were the payments I received in Q1 of 2021, and this is how they grew. I generally hold companies which pay 4 times a year or once every quarter. As you can see, most of the payments doubled by the end of the year. The reason why Imperial Brands went down is that they pay 2 large payments and 2 smaller payments per annum. But importantly, both payments went up each time as my holdings grew. In the first year of investing, all of this combined into my overall annual dividend tally, ending up at £870.53. And these were the amounts from each company to achieve this.
Would you look at that?
My second year of investing, my overall annual total was at £1,741, an over increase of just over 100%. My biggest month was September, where I hit £290, and my lowest month being £85.43, which was still a 102% growth percentage year on year. Here is the growth from year 1 and year 2 from some of the companies I owned. Most of them doubled, including Legal & General, BHP, LyondellBasell and Rio Tinto, all above the £100 mark. Some of these holdings were now becoming serious income machines. Now onto the title of the video, the year in which I made £2,817 in dividend income. This time a more modest 61.7% year-on-year growth. Noticeable months include April, where I went past £300 in a single month, which I repeated in June and December, and the mega month of September, where I was paid over £500 from my holdings. If we look at the comparison from year 1 to year 3, we can see some noticeable jumps. And this is an example of the snowball effect, where things are growing quite quickly. Imperial Brands remains a star performer. It paid me £652.44 in year 3. Pretty much all of them are in triple figures, with just J&J at £87.35, which grew from £28.88. But yeah, look, significant improvement in the payments that I'm getting, and again, passive. I don't have to do anything for them. Now, this is where the payments have come from, or the payments have grown in the third year. As you can see, some good movement. So generally each stock is moving up by £2 or £3 each time, and it's just adding up. So look at ExxonMobil, for example, £30.20, then £31.23, then £33.35. and the most recent payment of $36.54 within that year. You can pause the screen if you want, and then you can have a closer look at some of these numbers growing. So this is where I am for this year now. Already got £950, 11 pence in dividends already. My numbers this year haven't grown as much. That's because I have sold a few of my dividend stocks actually, because I'm focusing on some growth stocks, because I believe this is a time where growth stocks are going to do really well in the market as the market recovers. So this year I won't have as much growth in terms of year-on-year growth of my dividends, but still my portfolio is going to do very well.
Please God, please make that happen.
So some tips if you want to start your own dividend journey. Obviously, firstly, do your research. Make sure you look into the companies that you're looking to invest in. Look for strong financials, a history of dividend payment, and potential for growth. Diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your investments across different sectors to reduce the risk, because that's what you want. You want a balanced portfolio that's not going to go down. It's going to go up in time. Stay consistent. This is really important. Make regular investments. Make sure you put that monthly deposit in. For me, treat it like a bill. Pretend it's like a council tax or a gas bill that has to be paid. And that's when the snowball effect is going to really take off and continue in the long term. Reinvest your dividends. This is something that I preach. So all the dividends I've got so far, I'll put it back. Sometimes in the same company, sometimes not, but still all the money goes back into the portfolio, and that's why you're seeing such growth in numbers. And lastly, monitor your portfolio. Keep an eye on your investments and make adjustments when you need. And that's why sometimes I will look at some of the companies within my portfolio and say, well, has this deserved, or has this proven its worth in my portfolio? Does it belong in it? If not, there are other companies out there. So these were my dividend companies within my portfolio. So if you want to see what else I have, please watch this video here, and that will show you what else is in my portfolio. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe. It will help the channel grow, especially if you found value in it. Thanks again. This has been Investing with Al. See you on the next video.